Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to Global Happenings today. In Southeast today, a lot of people or a lot of Southeasterners have taken Monday as another public holiday, whether either willfully or not. It has been seen as another. Some call it Holy Nnamdi Kanu's Day. Some call it Ghost Monday. Others call it Sit at Home Day. But as we speak, it has taken a different dimension entirely, and the people are wondering how far will this go. Letters are sent, and there seem to be a lot of um, anxiety and agitations in the air. Before we go into the newspaper to find out exactly what is going on in Southeast and why the people are kind of scared and worried at the same time, why some people are already jubilating because a lot of things are going just the same way they wanted it to go. Like it, subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button beside it. You see a bell notification icon. Please go ahead, click on it to get notified as soon as you update our channel on YouTube. Very quickly, let's hit the news running. It has been revealed that one of the reasons for the continued sustenance of the weekly Monday sit-at-home in parts of Southeast are letters allegedly written to heads of market unions and transport operators with threats of grievous consequences if they disobey the order. Some communities in Anambra State also confirmed that they received such letters, although they did not know the authors. Similarly, a driver in one of the transport companies operating the Çry route said, but for the anonymous letters they receive every weekend preceding Mondays, they would have been doing their business as usual. It was gathered yesterday that most market leaders in the over 60 major markets received such letters, which explains why they do not open the gate of their market on Mondays. However, many traders ignored the letters by opening their markets yesterday, arguing that weekly sit-at-home is adversely affecting them and their families. For instance, the Eke market was busy yesterday despite a letter that said to have been forwarded to the market leaders on Sunday reminding them of yesterday's sit-at-home. A trader in the market said most of the people in his line decided to open their shops because the sit-at-home was no longer making any meaning to them. He said, and I quote him, "We stay at home every Monday because of the threat. The surprising thing is that we see the unsigned letters and assume that they came from Ipob leadership. Now we are beginning to suspect that some people just write the letters to stop us from doing our businesses, and we can no longer take it. If you notice, commercial activities have been increasing with time, and we are determined to say no to those who want to undermine business in the state." One of the government drivers conveying workers from Onitsha to Awka also narrated how a letter was sent to him warning him to stop, otherwise he would be dealt with. He said that it was because of the threat letters that made many workers to stop coming out at the bus stops on Mondays to go to work. Following the development, many establishments, including those of the federal, have officially informed their workers to stop coming to work on Mondays. Alright, very quickly, let's look at this critically. Some hours ago, Senator Yinka Baribe bemoaned the fate of Southeast. He said he keep hearing things like Holy Kano Day, Holy Monday. He got vexed, was wondering what is holy about today that makes the people cringe in fear, that makes the people go hungry economically, become handicapped over things that ought not to be. He said out of compassion and worry over Southeast, how Southeast is gradually losing its commercial hub to other neighboring states like Delta states that shares boundary with Onitsha, that shares boundary with Anambra, like Uyo, that's Akwa Ibom, that shares boundary with Abia. Then like Rivers also that shares boundary, I think, with Imo, so thereabout. And they are getting worried that if it continues this way, one of the things that make Igbo thick, which is their commercial power, will be lost to these parts of the country, parts of the state. And he said out of that sympathy and empathy for his people, he decided to talk to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu one-on-one, of which he said Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said he never ordered for sit at home and that even IPOB had at some point suspended it. So who is enforcing it? So obviously there have been rumors and counter rumors that there are people who are actually using the name IPOB to enforce some of these things that they're actually not IPOB members. Some persons said that they expelled former members of IPOB trying to cause chaos. Others are saying this is autopiloters, of which, of course, Simon Ekpa, it's one of the forerunners in Finland. Has always been insisting that the only way that the government, both the federal and state level, would understand that the Igbos are not sleeping, or IPOB or indigenous people of Biafra or Biafra agitation is not sleeping, is by doing civil disobedience, which is sit at home. It doesn't destroy anything. All it does is just sit at home, don't do anything. It's called civil disobedience, and that way the government of the land will feel the pains that the people are displeased, and that way the government also, federal level, there's some taxation that's supposed to receive every Monday, which is a major working market day. They're going to lose it, and they will now understand what economic disobedience means, and they will take Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case and trial and political solution very seriously. While others are of the opinion that in doing that, they're actually starving the people they're supposed to liberate. So it's actually a two-way thing. There's no pain, no gain, like people would say. But now, saying now, by the way, it's way in. Is it what the gain? Is the gain what the pain? Is this pain what going through? Are there no other ways of getting the same thing done without necessarily going through this pain? Well, a whole lot of this discourse have gone on this matter, but people are now saying that it looks like these letters being sent, because there are now another dimension coming in. Letters are being sent because the people gradually are coming out of their shell. They're beginning to see Monday sit at home as one of those facades, really not so strong as usual. Enforcers have been sent in, autopiloters have been sent in, but it looks like the people are beginning to react negatively to it. So hence, letters are now being dispatched earlier on Sundays, Saturdays before that day, to remind the people, or put some sort of a reminder in the back of the mind of the people that if you go out, you're going at your own peril. But some persons are getting tired of the whole sit at home social. They feel that their family, they need, they're in their need of, there's poverty already calling in, they need the money, they need to make everyday daily income to stay afloat. Others feel that some of these letters are not signed and they may actually be a fluke and not the real deal. In some videos we've seen on social media, some person said they saw some people who are fake IPOB, one or two community members, caught them, and they are actually robbers, using the guise of IPOB to rob people, but they're actually not IPOB. On further investigation, they found out they were just robbers trying to take advantage of the security situation in Southeast. I guess that's where we're going to wrap it up. Let's meet in our comment section, please. What's your take? Do have an